But we start by grading the Cavs on their first half performance, Jay.
Yeah, look, what do you guys give the Cavs? Because here we are at the All-Star break, which is not really the halfway point. We're much further than the halfway point of the season. But the Cavs currently sit as the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. Remember, last year they finished as the 4 seed, won 52 games, but were bounced in the first round. Letter grades. Yeah. What do you got?
I got an A+. I mean, what more can you ask for? The Cavs, you mentioned they're in second place. They have the 4th best record in the NBA, and outside of the Celtics, who are 6 games ahead of the Cavs, the other 2 teams with better records are only a game and a half better, the top 2 teams in the West. They were without 2 of their best players for a long time. They're the last quarter of the season, they're the best team in the NBA. Except for maybe Boston, but I don't even know. Everybody on the roster, except for maybe Darius Garland, is playing the best basketball of their career. The coach was this close to getting fired, and now he's in the conversation for Coach of the Year. We'll see what happens the rest of the season, but right now, A+ for me.
I got to go with A+ as well. And I think this is mainly due to when you look at the roster, it's Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is playing his career best right now. You take a look at his free throw, not for his free throws, he's getting to the line a lot, but assists per game, career high. You look at the rebounds per game, career high. You look at how much he's averaging, almost 29 points a game. He did it without Garland and Mobley. And the thing that I think is most impressive is he comes out every single game, and look at the last game before the All-Star break. He looked around, and that game could have been touch and go with the Bulls. They came out ready to go. White and DeSumo were hitting shots. But guess what? They were down 17. Donovan Mitchell said, nope. Get on my back. We're going to carry him to the promised land. And he plays games like that. They no longer concede games where they start off slow. Donovan Mitchell makes sure that he's a spark plug, drags them to the finish line. And I think they should get an A+ right now, a second team in the East.
Well, we can't have a clean sweep. And Professor Crawford has the history of grading very toughly. So with that in mind, I'm going to give the Cavaliers for the first half of the season plus an A. I can't quite get to an A+.
Okay.
And there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, you mentioned the game the other night against the Bulls. Okay, it was great the way they ended it, but you can't fall down to a team at home like the Bulls by 17 points. And I know White was playing Jordan-like basketball. He was out of his mind.
Best game I've ever seen played.
I was literally like, man, I knew this guy was good. I didn't think he was that good. Then he had the 3 at the end, which was a decent look, top of the key.
Good look, I thought.
When it came off his hands, I'm like, I won't be shocked if that goes in.
Right.
It rattled out. But I can't go all the way to an A+ because, again, you're the best team and the second best team in the conference. You can't let these teams like the Bulls and the game before them, the Sixers, who were playing shorthanded, come in here and either beat you or take you to a last-second shot. So, also, yes, I agree with you. A lot of these guys are playing the best basketball of their careers. Donovan Mitchell, for sure. Allen is. Mobley is. Garland is still struggling. I don't know what the answer is to figure out how to fit him into all of this.
Well, you wonder if that game-winning shot the other day gets him in a good frame of mind.
Let's hope. Yeah. But then, he also missed the shot against Philly that would have given them the victory. So let's give them an A. And I also want to make this statement. This is a quiz in the midterm grading section, and it's only going to count for 10% of your final grade.
That's true.
I don't care about the regular season anymore. You and I particularly said, no. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I want to see what they do leading up to the playoffs and in the playoffs. So it counts for 10% of the final grade. The second half will count for 20% of the final grade. And what you do in the playoffs will count for 70%.
And the reason I say that it does matter, the regular season matters, you bring in Strus, you bring in Niang, you're trying to work those guys in. Plus, you're playing a different style of basketball, and you're trying to incorporate Darius Garland into this play style when he does not have the ball as much because Donovan Mitchell has the ball. I think that's the reason this year it does matter a little bit more in the regular season because of the new parts, the way they play.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
It matters to a degree. It's not proof of anything they're going to do in the playoffs. is why ultimately it doesn't matter, because just because you play great in the regular season doesn't mean you're going to play great in the playoffs.
As we learned last year.
There's value certainly to what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
But it's not proof of success on the next.
I agree. It's
when
not
it matters.
really an indicator of what
Yeah.
they're going to do. They have to figure out matchups.
Right.
They have to figure out rotations. I still think the big question this year is, what is Darius Garland?
Yes.
That's the big question. Okay.